You know, when it comes to your dreams, everything that you're wanting to accomplish, my darling, it really boils down to it's all up to you. Now listen, people can support you, they can be there for you, but sometimes the reality is people can also kill your dreams. And I'm gonna share a story with you about how this almost happened to me as well. You know, I want you to think about it right now. Like, what are the dreams in your life? Sometimes for people it's traveling, sometimes it's having a bigger house, but really I want you to feel in your body, what are your dreams? What does it feel like to have these dreams? You know, when I talk about it, it might even scare you a little bit because it's like, it's never gonna happen, so why even try? That is the worst mentality to have. You see, if you don't believe in your dreams, they will never happen. But if you have the faith of a mustard seed, then that dream, just the desire, the longing for it is a whisper to you. It's coming from your heart of saying, this is meant for me. Our desires, our longings are there for a reason. They are the seed, but it requires us to believe in that seed. And the first thing sometimes that we have to do is just give ourselves the damn permission to say, yes, this is my dream, this is my desire, it's in my heart, it's in my passion, and it's what I'm going to have. I don't know which way it's gonna happen, I don't know how, I may not have the resources, I may not know how to do it, but because it's a desire, I give myself the permission to say yes to my dreams. I get to have the desires of my heart. And you might need to hear that today. You might need to hear that you have permission to dream, that you have permission to have desires, and that those desires are God's way, the universe's way of saying, yes, I have deposited this seed inside of you for a reason. And the reason I have deposited is because it's meant to come into your life. It's meant to come into fruition. Now get on board with me, partner with me in that desire so that it can come to pass. Now I'll share with you a dream that I had. I had always had the dream of living in France. I've had a lot of dreams, and if you subscribe to my channel, I'm gonna talk a lot about how I've made my dreams a reality and the motivation, the inspiration that you need. So make sure you subscribe and like this video. So I wanted to live in the south of France, and my grandmother is from the south of France. So many people ask me, like, why do you want to live in the south of France? Like, why do you want to live in France? The French are so rude. Why do you want to live there? But the reality is, my grandmother, who I was super close with, she was so proud to be a French woman. She was obsessed with all things French, but she never made it here. And the reality is I lost her when I was 7 years old. And let me tell you, I still feel the absence of her life today. It still hurts. I still miss her. It's definitely caused some real challenges for me in my own life. But her dream somehow did something to me, and it made me want to embrace the French part of who I am. And I'll never forget, and this is why it's so imperative that you believe in your dreams, because I'm gonna share with you a story about how someone came into my life and really tried to destroy that dream. And the reality is, when you give yourself permission to believe in your dreams and to go after your dreams, people are not gonna like it. It's gonna piss them off. And I'll tell you why it pisses them off. Because it confronts their insecurities. It confronts their limitations of what they feel incapable of. And so they make fun of you. They try to take your dream away because they haven't given themselves the permission slip to say yes to life, to say yes to their desires. So because they're so afraid and they're so pissed off and angry at themselves that they don't have the courage and the balls and the heart that you have, that they want to tear you down because they don't know how to build their lives up. And so the reality is this: I wanted to live, I felt a piece of fuzz here. The reality is I wanted to live in the south of France, and there was someone in my life at the time who didn't have the kind of courage, and they don't have the kind of courage that I have. And so they lived their life in a box, and because it's a very glamorous box, That's all that they know. They live a really good life. It's a great life that they live, but they are in their box and they'll never outgrow that. Some people will never outgrow their boxes. This is why you must believe in your dreams and not always get everybody else on board, because some people will never move past their limitations. And this specific person could not move past their own way, their own limitations. And so I remember them looking at my life, and my life was grand, and it was almost their frustration with me is, why do you want more? Why can't this just be enough for you? And that's the reality of your dreams. They're gonna challenge you to let you know that this is not enough for you, that there's more out there for you. Most people are afraid to go after the more. That's why you have to believe in your dreams. So this person said to me, this is a fantasy of yours. You're just living in this fantasy. You're not content with your life. This is about you running away. You're a runner. You want to run away from life. And I was just like, this is a dream and a desire that I've always had. And they said, you're going to go to France and you're going to be so disappointed. And the first time I moved to France was in 2018. I now live here permanently, and I'll do another video about how, that has all come to fruition. But I moved out here in 2018 for a month, and guess what? That person was completely wrong. It was everything that I could have imagined and more. But if I had let that person's small mentality of themselves that they were trying to project onto me to stop me, I would never be living my dream right now. But see, the reality is when you believe in your own dreams, you will take the first step to start making your dreams a reality. And what that looks like sometimes is when opportunity comes, that you jump on the opportunity despite how terrified you are, despite how many roadblocks that you encounter, that because you believe in your dreams, you go after opportunity, you take risk, you tap into your courage, because let me tell you, you have a deep courage inside of you. I don't know if you know this, but you do. There's tremendous courage on the inside, and it's waiting to get put to work on your behalf. But you've got to work it by taking those steps. And so I'll never forget when I landed in France in 2018, I was terrified. I didn't know the language. When I first got there the first night, I was like, this is a huge mistake. This is a disaster. What did I do? But see, my dreams and my desires were stronger than the setbacks. They were stronger than my fear. They were stronger than even my own limitations. And so I'll never forget that summer, that month in France, I was in Annecy, France. It was one of the best times of my life. I met soul sisters that are still in my life today, had a very fun French romance, and went and saw my beloved Audrey Hepburn's house in Switzerland because it was right next door. It was like the best experience I could have ever tasted or imagined. It was beyond my wildest dreams. And that's what happens for courageous ones like you, who are willing to chase after their dreams, who are willing to believe in their dreams. The reality is that your dreams are better and bigger than you could ever realize, but it just starts with that one little seed that's deposited in you that we call desire, that we call imagination, that when we give ourselves permission and say, yes, I will believe in my dreams. Yes, I will take the steps needed. Yes, I will be courageous. Yes, I will take the risk. When we do that, and when we finally get to the point where we meet our dreams, it's bigger and better than you can ever imagine. And let me tell you, I have a life full of history marks within my life, of a timeline of dreams that have come true, that have become bigger and better than I could have ever possibly imagined. And I want to invigorate you. I want to inspire you. I want to touch your heart to realize that you need to start saying yes. Sometimes it's as simple as that. It's just saying yes. Will you say yes to your dreams? If this inspired you, I will put a link in my YouTube comments of how you can apply for coaching with me. But don't miss out on this free opportunity that I have. It's called Become the Damn Hero of Your Life. If you want some practical steps to walk you through how to make your dreams a reality, first you have to become the damn hero, because you're gonna have so many naysayers. So make sure that you get that free course. It's going to change your life. Listen, it would really help me out if you shared this video, if you posted it on your social media. This is a brand new channel. I'm doing something different from my dating and relationship advice. So if this really motivated you, guess what? Share it on your Facebook, share it on your Twitter, share it on your Instagram, because the reality is, if you needed to hear this, there are 10 other people who need to hear the exact same thing. I can't wait to bring another video to you, so make sure that you're subscribed and you turn on the bell. And listen, we're just getting started. You are gonna have the dreams that are inside of you. Those desires are a yes, and it's time for you to believe in your dreams.